Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's Ian K, where today I'm over at Wendy's to go in on what looks to be a little sweet heat for breakfast. That's right, and you already know what it is, so stay tuned because the Hot Honey Chicken Biscuit is up next.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right off the top, let me get this one started by saying that while I've definitely said in the past I am not a morning person by any means, I mean, any breakfast review that I've done, I've pretty much always reiterated that. This is actually trying its very best right now to put a smile on my face because I gotta say, guys, the aroma of butter in my car right now is very strong. Yeah, this biscuit has definitely got some buttery action. And while I definitely appreciate that, it's what's on the inside of this one that I really want to get into. So without further ado, let's do just that. Guys, it's the Hot Honey Chicken Biscuit here at Wendy's. And I gotta say, this is looking really nice in that chicken department. Nice and thick, nice and plump. Let's get into this one and break it on down. All right, so very simply what we've got here is a very fresh looking and very aromatic in the butter department buttermilk biscuit. And on the inside of this one, a crispy white meat chicken fillet. And as you can see, it's breaded up and fried to a crispy golden brown. It seems to be drizzled with plenty of that hot honey sauce right there soaking right into it. And I gotta say, it is looking very, very nice. Nothing on the very bottom of this one, but at the same time, I'm hoping to get a little bit of that buttery action infused with the habanero peppers of the hot honey sauce itself to go with this chicken. But overall, this combination looks pretty nice. Yeah, and considering this is my first time, I think I'm going in on the buttermilk biscuit over here at Wendy's. This is definitely going to be a first for me on top of that. So on top of the hot honey sauce, we've got the buttermilk biscuit action to go in. And again, it is feeling and looking very fresh. And I am definitely digging the aromatic goodness of the butter on this one. So guys, without further ado, one more time, let's do it again. It's the Hot Honey Chicken Biscuit early in the AM from Wendy's. Let's do it. Sweetness, butteriness. Little bit of heat coming in. That's pretty tasty. Yeah, just as I had hoped, the butteriness is shining through on this biscuit, guys. Let me just show this to you on the inside. It is very, very aromatic in that butter department, as I've said, but the butteriness is on point, and it dovetails right into the crispiness of the chicken. The chicken's a little on the dry side, but that's where the actual moisture from that hot honey sauce comes in. And again, the infusion of a little bit of sweetness and definitely a little bit of sizzle on this one. It's nothing crazy, but the flavor is very nice, and it complements the butteriness of that biscuit. Pretty nice on this one so far. Yeah, this definitely feels quality made, guys, and considering in the past I've done the Breakfast Baconator over here at Wendy's, I guess I would expect nothing less than that similar quality with something like this. And while the ingredients list is very simple on it, what you're getting is a fairly crispy piece of chicken to go with their signature hot honey sauce, which is the main promo over here. So when you combine that with that and tastiness of the biscuit, you've got a pretty nice flavor combination. Let's keep going in. It's not bad. I like the fact that it's not crumbly and falling apart either. That's really good. You know, just thinking back as I'm going further into this one, I believe I checked out the chicken biscuit from BK a while back. This absolutely smokes it in terms of flavor and just the overall everything that I'm getting with this one. Now granted, this does have the signature hot honey sauce to go with, so that infusion of a little bit of sizzle and the sweetness is really elevating this one. But what really does it for me on top of that is just the overall flavor of the biscuit, because that's the whole transportation mechanism to get this into your face, so to speak. So when you combine the flavor of the biscuit with the quality made piece of chicken on this one, and again, the crispiness is on point with it, guys. I mean, just to kind of show you the back of it here, it's nicely breaded. There's a nice coating to meat ratio in this one, and overall it just works really, really nice. So let's go for another couple on this one, guys. This is actually really tasty, and I don't mind being up super early in the morning to do this right now because the quality is shining through. Let's keep going in. I like it. Here's a nice cross-section shot again of everything this one has got to offer. And again, very simple on the ingredients list on this one, guys, but you're getting a very plump piece of chicken, I have to say. While it's a little on the dry side, just a little bit, like I said, the moisture of that hot honey sauce is really doing its job with this one. The fact that it's on a very buttery biscuit that's not crumbly and falling apart really says a lot. The quality is very nice overall on this. You know, if there's one small knock against this one, aside from the fact that the chicken itself is a little on the dry side, and naturally I'm glad the hot honey sauce is on here to kind of give you that moisture, it's the fact that it's $3.50 for a very small little biscuit sandwich. So I know it's West Coast from where I live right now, Southern Cali. You tend to pay a little bit more of a premium, but at almost $4 for something kind of small like this, probably maybe $2.99 tops, I gotta be honest, guys. I mean, come on, really. But still, what you're getting here is a very flavorful situation, and I'm definitely glad to have checked this one out. And again, one of the cool things about this is the fact that as I'm getting further in, this biscuit is not falling apart. That's one of my major gripes with all the other things that I've done in the past, which is some of the biscuit options that say BK or Carl's Jr. This actually is holding its own composure-wise, and I'm really digging that. So you have the form, you have the flavor, a little bit of heat, a little bit of sizzle, a little bit of sweetness. I'm definitely digging the overall quality, like I said. It's not bad. All right, so let's go for one more bite of this one before we wrap the review up with the rating coming up next. But guys, a very quality outing over here at Wendy's, and thankfully, like I said earlier, this is definitely trying its best to put a smile on my face, and I think it is all throughout this review. This is still pretty tasty. One more bite and we'll close it out soon. Hang on. Well, nice job with the buttermilk recipe you've got on this one, Wendy's. It's really holding its own in that composure department and staying together fairly nicely. It's buttery, it's crispy, and on the inside you have another equally crispy piece of chicken to go with, along with that hot honey sauce. A very lovely situation. As we continue to go 360 around this one, I gotta say, very nice overall. I just wish it was a little bit bigger for the money, but what you're getting here is a very quality made breakfast biscuit sandwich with some signature hot honey sauce to go with. Very nicely done overall. So with that said, I'm gonna have to give the hot honey chicken biscuit here at Wendy's a pretty solid 9 out of 10. I gotta say, minor gripes aside, with the chicken not being as juicy as it could have been and the price point being a little up there, what you're getting is a quality made chicken sandwich, and I gotta say, for breakfast, that does a pretty good job, guys. I have to say the biscuit quality is very high, like I've said all throughout the review, and the quality of the chicken overall with that hot honey sauce is very flavorful. Now, a little does go a long way when it comes to that hot honey sauce. I mean, you could get a little extra on the side if you wanted to add more to it, but like I said, less is more technically, and with the flavor of that being very rich, very sweet, the heat is actually, I think, perfect for what you're getting with that one, and you can taste everything very nicely. So the combination of the sauce, the crispiness of the chicken, the flavor of the chicken, and the butteriness of that biscuit, very well made again, I might add, definitely goes a long way to pretty much solidify this as being a very solid breakfast option, and one I would highly recommend. It's pretty good. Alright, so do me a quick favor, drop some comments down below, let me know if you're going to give this one a shot, and if you're not a morning person like I am, does this actually entice you to want to run on over to Wendy's to give it a go? Drop some comments down below, and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel, so why stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Nice going on this one, Wendy's. The quality of that biscuit really set the tone overall on top of the crispiness of the chicken and of course the hot honey sauce featuring the light sizzle and the sweetness. Definitely a banger of an option to go in on. A lot of fun to check out. Alright guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for checking out another one of my reviews, but just in case you didn't see the one before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya!